Hey, what's going on, Portal Masters? Robert Walken here from CoinOpTV, talking to you about the new Skylanders 5 game. We got the official announcement, official confirmation. Today it is being called Skylanders SuperChargers. I'm very excited to be one of the guys bringing some of this news to you on the YouTubes, on the internets, the Twitter, the Instagrams, all of that stuff. So Skylanders 5, Skylanders SuperChargers will now incorporate three vehicles: land, sea, and sky. We're going to have some cars, we're going to have some planes, we're going to have some submarines, some boats going underwater and stuff. So you can see up here we got some of the OGs coming back: Stealth Elf, Terrafin, Trigger Happy, but they're going to be revamped. They're going to have totally new powers. They're not going to be Wow Pows and the same old thing. They're going to be totally revamped. Then we got some new characters down here. These are the Superchargers, and they're actually linked to the vehicles that they are supposed to sort of possess. I mean, any Skylander can drive around any vehicle, but if you have the Supercharger, you get like kind of the extra little bonus and action going. So here's a quick look at the starter kit. In the US, it's coming out September 20th, 2015. In the starter kit, you get the new Stealth Elf here. Her name is, let me double check, I got my notes, Super Shot Stealth Elf. And we also get Spitfire. There's Spitfire, and his car, Hot Streak. And here's the new portal. Now, as a heads up, you can download, for the first time in Skylands, you can download the game directly and use the old portal. So if you don't like the look of this portal, or you don't want to have another portal or anything like that, you can just download the game and play it that way directly and use, there's be digital figures that you can use in the game also, so you know you can kind of go with that route. Okay, so by the way, I should mention I already put up a couple of videos. Let me get my close-up. I already put up 2 videos so far with Lou from Activision showing sort of the demonstration, the presentation of Skylanders SuperChargers, and then we did a vlog after that with me and him showing off some of the vehicles and the figures. So make sure you check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. For this video, we want to show off some of the stills, talk about some of the characters, just be a little more loose and free. So here is Dive Bomb, who is water elements, of course, and Dive Bomber. Sorry, not Dive Bomb. Dive Bomber. I'm using the email from Activision directly so I can get these names. So there's 2 things that Dive Bomb can do. So you can go above and below the water surface. There you go. And when you put them on the portal power, these vehicles, they have like a little introduction magic moment scene where it'll be like, Dive Bomber will have super torpedoes and laser jets and this and that and all these awesome things. And also Dive Bomber, if you twist this little knob up here, it'll twist the back back here, so there's a little interactivity with the new vehicles. Okay, so this one is Hot Streak, and Hot Streak is new vehicle. You get inside, it's like super fast, supercharged. Whoop, only one picture of Hot Streak there. And this is Sky Slicer, I believe. Yeah, Sky Slicer with the new Stealth Elf inside there. Now, this marketing is a little confusing because you may think, oh, hey, I can pop the figure out, put him in the vehicle. It's going to be 2 different things. You can have a vehicle on the portal power and the figure, and then in the game, they kind of merge together. And they only have the vehicles in certain areas of the game. It's not the entire game, although there are, Activision publicist says that there's going to be exploration levels with the vehicles. I didn't see that personally, but apparently, you know, that'll be an option. But I did see kind of 2 things where you can be in the vehicle driving along at like high speed, and then later in the level there was kind of a challenge area and a puzzle where you had to sort of like knock out some things while you're in the vehicle. When you're in the vehicle, you can't get out of the vehicle and walk around, and you know, so there's no of that, you know. And then also co-op, if you have co-op, somebody would sort of aim and then somebody would drive. That's the way they're kind of mixing up the co-op. Alright, let's move it on here. Let's see some more Sky Slicer action here. I don't know what these villains are called. Take it to the skies. Here's one of the Cloud City areas. I forgot what they called this. Lou mentioned what this was called. There's like the cloud people, and there was the fog of war. So like all this was like clouds, and you had to wait till you kind of walk through the clouds before it would show the level. So that was a nice little addition. Great pretty graphics. Everything looking really sweet on the game. If you guys are still looking for this on the Nintendo Wii, the original, you're not going to get these crazy pretty graphics. So, maybe time to upgrade a bit. So here is Spitfire. He comes in the starter kit. He is a fire element. And that says, "Fuel is the fire." Fuel the fire is his catchphrase. He looks pretty cool. Okay, we got Stormblade, who I believe is female, and she is air element, kind of the bird race here. Okay, here's some Stormblade in action. These guys look like new villains here, little troll dudes with mohawks. And instead of fists, they look like they have mace, not mace, like brass knuckles or something. Not mace, like brass knuckle fists. So here's the new Super Shot Stealth Elf. So Super Shot Stealth Elf looks similar, but she's got a gun now. She can kind of shoot out. Here you go. Here's the gun. And then when she does her like stealthy teleporting thing, it'll leave the gun behind and still keep shooting at the bad guys, and then she can kind of sneak around a bit. That's how she works. So we have a new guy in here. Not quite sure what his name is, although, gosh, it kind of looks like Eyebrow in there. But somebody inside a dive bomber. We don't know his name. Or could be a she. Now, I gotta say, just one thing to mention. So this is a fire element vehicle, but blue wheels on there, and I thought that was a little confusing. I thought maybe Activision should have had red wheels, because when I first saw this car, Hot Streak, I thought it was a water element and not a fire element. So I thought that was a little confusing, the blue wheels, because usually when you think blue, you get the blue is water, red is fire. Here's the Sky Slicer in action with Stormblade flying along there. Let's see, the Sky Slicer is an air element. I was looking to see if there's any extra info here. Stormblade. Some more of the Spitfire and the new Stealth Elf. There we go. This is okay, so this is actually what the toy looks like. You don't actually see anything inside the toy there, but nice detail. Like I said, we got some moving parts back here and up here. On the Hot Streak, the car wheels will move, so you can roll the car. No base. That's another thing that may be a little confusing, since there's no base. We don't really have that series with the colored base, but that's okay. Now, Sky Slicer, the first thing I did with Sky Slicer when I picked up this vehicle was I put it sideways to see if it would kind of stand like that, and it does, so it didn't fall over, so that was pretty cool. And I kind of joked with Activision, or we kind of joked around, this looks like something from Gotchaman, G-Force, Battle of the Planets. I think Jason's little flying vehicle kind of looked like that. So here's a look at the toy. Great detail. At first I thought when I saw this photo or this image, I thought maybe it'd be kind of wobbly on the base, but I put it on the table and I kind of messed around with it a bit, and it stays pretty sturdy on there. They did a good job of the balance. As a toy collector, these are things I want to make sure is my figures. That's one of the issues I have with the Funko Mystery Minis, like the Frozen and some of these other figures, is that you stand them up and their feet are this big and the heads are like this big and they just flop over. So definitely want to make sure my Skylanders can fit up on the shelf with the other toys and not fall over. Alright, so there it is, just kind of breaking down some of the images of some Skylanders SuperCharger video game, the new Skylanders game, September 20th in the States, 2015. Pardon me, I'm very excited. A little bit sick this week, my voice a little hoarse. We got E3 coming up in a couple of weeks. It's going to be exciting to check out the game a little more there. I hope you guys stick around to CoinOpTV. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please thumbs it up, leave some comments, talk to me about some of the things you'd like me to check out when I'm at E3 with some Skylanders SuperChargers. Sounds like a Power Rangers show, right? SuperChargers! Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. You guys rock. We'll see you next time.